Welcome to snacksndaqs. A few months ago, we all went to Mexico, and all of our favorite memories involved meeting new people and doing fun stuff like playing volleyball or cards with them. We want to make sure other people can have an easier time doing this.
The purpose of this project is to help others connect and plan trips with each other for more memorable vacations. People come to Snacks and Daqs at any point of their trip planning phase. The app assists them by allowing them to store their trip details and planning all in one place, but also connect with other users going to similar locations at similar times. It also aims to provide users with inspiration by suggesting activities others have done at the location they are planning on going to. Overall, Snacks and Daqs aims to be an all-in-one application where users can do everything from trip planning to meeting others. Here is our README. Our README links the Kaggle dataset that we used to help create our production level data. We also have listed the Python scripts that we use to help create our database instance, but also populate it as well. And now if a user wants to run our web application, they can follow these instructions to run the web app.
Perfect. Let's do a quick walkthrough of how a user would interact with our application. So here we're going to create a new user. As you can see, we don't have any trips because we've yet to create them. But let's look at the profile page and quickly edit some of the details. So if we wanted to change my phone number, for example, I would do that here. And then I could save my changes and they would reflect in the profile page. Why don't we take a look at a user with some more current and past trips?
Okay, so now that we've signed in to a user with more current and past trips, to kind of show the functionalities of our application, we'll scroll down to the previous trip section and click on a previous trip. This shows the itinerary and past activities they've done on this trip, so if they want to ever go back and kind of see what they've done when they've done it, they can do that. Now we'll scroll up to our upcoming trips, and if we click any of these trips, we can see the dates, and we can put in activities with dates to kind of plan out how our trip is going to look.
When a user wants to create a new trip, they can do so on the dashboard. The Add Trip page offers a lot of the core features of our product. The experience begins by selecting a location, in this case Paris. One of our features is that we can see the average duration that other people spent at this location. We also get a list of suggested users to travel with, based on our previous trips and the people we went on them with. Another feature is our suggested activities that we have for this trip. This is recommended based on what other people are going to be doing while we're on this trip.
Now, if we want to see other people going to the same location, we can do that on the Connect page. We can look at their itineraries to see if there are any activities that we want to do as a group, or get a sense of the kinds of activities that they're looking to do. We can also take a look at their past trips to see the kinds of activities and trips that they plan as a group. If we want to go on vacation, but we aren't sure where, we can do that on the Popular Destinations page. Here, users can search for locations by gender and also target by an age range.
Perfect. Let's talk about the technologies we used to create this project. So we chose TypeScript with an Express backend because we wanted type safety, and it also allowed us to enforce some of the entity structure that would allow us to match our database schema. We're using a MySQL relational database for handling our data, and we interact with it through the Node MySQL package, which is well supported for TypeScript. And then lastly, we use Python to import, populate, and clean our data to ensure it fit the structure.
Here's an example of one of our DDL statements. We built the application from the database up, creating a well-thought-out schema which leverages referential integrity and tuple-based check constraints to ensure data validity.
So firstly, let's talk about our feature 3, which was to suggest networks of past friends to go on trips, which occurred on the Add Trip page. We first find the people we have gone on trips with in the past, and then we get a second layer of friendship by finding people that they have gone on trips with in the past and suggesting all of those to the user. Next, for the suggesting activities based on location feature, we find different activities that people are doing during our stay that also occur at our specific location for that trip.
Feature 6 is our last feature on the add trip page, and it's the average duration of trips on a location. And here, when a user types in a location, our database will serve them the average duration of trips to that location. We also have our feature 2, most popular destinations. This is on the most popular destinations page, and it allows users to filter the most popular destinations by gender and also target a specific age range.
Now I'll talk about feature 1, connecting with other groups. This finds groups going to the same location with overlapping dates and returns that. Now I'll talk about feature 5 as well, which is view past trips of groups. We're getting shared trips between a group. If it is a single user, we get all their trips, and if it is multiple users, we return all of their shared trips.
And for the fancy features, we'll just hop on the web page real quick. So in the web page, we have created a great user experience and the ability to turn on a dark mode. And two other fancy features is to do with the security of our website. So when a user signs up, they receive an auth token that they can use to navigate the protected site. If they don't have this auth token, they'll be redirected to the sign-in page. Another fancy feature is password hashing. As you can see on our database, all of our passwords are kept in a hashed state.
In terms of our member contributions, we all got to be a part of the data collection and parsing process. We were all involved in the front end and back end development of most of the features, and then we all contributed to the report and this demo.
I worked specifically on feature 2, which was the most popular location filtered by demographics, and also features 1 and 5 on the Connect page. I worked on the data production and spin up, spin down, so those were the Python scripts.
Yeah, I worked on feature 6, the average duration for a location, and feature 2, most popular location by demographics. And then additionally, I also worked on the fancy feature for editing user profile and created the sample data and the population script itself.
Yep, and I also worked on feature 4, which was suggesting activities based on location of the trip and the time frame, and also on the production data creation through the Kaggle datasets, and also worked on a couple of the fancy features like the UI, UX, and the dark mode.
I got to work on the suggesting network of friends feature, as well as the Connect page backend logic. And then I also got to work on user authentication and creating protected routes.
After our experience in Mexico, we wanted a platform to help us connect with other travelers. We built out the features that we would have wanted most on our trip. We think we've created a fairly compelling product, and we learned a ton about developing robust, data-driven applications in the process. We've been able to extend our knowledge from class, and we've built a resume project that we can be proud of using MySQL, Python, TypeScript, React, and Node. Thank you.